Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Mohsin Mullah and I welcome you all to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we are gonna do one example wherein we'll understand how exactly the economic load division is done between the two units of a plant. Okay, so here basically in this particular example, the fuel costs of two unit power plant are given. So first generator is given, the cost equation is given as C1 equal to 100 plus 2 P1 plus 0.005 P1 square, and the second equation for second plant the cost equation is given as 200 plus 2p2 plus 0.01 p2 square. So these are the basically equations giving the cost of fuel for each of the units. Okay, and P1 and P2 represents the output power of the two units in megawatt. The plant supplies a load of 450 megawatt. Okay, so find economic load scheduling of the two units and the incremental fuel cost. Neglect losses. So here basically we have to obtain, so in what condition they are going to for what amount of loading. Economic load scheduling means for what amount of load they are going to work at economic condition, or say at optimum values or optimum cost of the operation. And also we have to obtain what is the incremental fuel cost for that optimum operation of the two units of the plant or total plant. Okay, so here we have to neglect the losses. So this case is without any transmission losses or any kind of losses. Okay, so you can note down the example statement here just by pausing the video. Okay, so now let us try to solve this given problem here. So first let us write the given two equations. So what is given here? Given is fuel cost. Okay, so fuel cost of first unit is 100 plus 2p1 plus 0.005 p1 square, and fuel cost of second unit is given by 200 plus 2p2 plus 0.01 p2 square. Okay, but in order to determine the optimum operation we need to convert these fuel costs into incremental fuel cost. So the incremental fuel cost can be obtained by differentiating the respective equation of the plant by the plant output. So therefore let us find the incremental cost of plant 1 here, or unit 1 here. Incremental cost or incremental fuel cost, both are same here. Incremental fuel cost of unit 1. So here you can represent this as lambda 1. Okay, and here it is dc1 by dp1. So differentiation of 100 is 0, differentiation of 2p1 is just constant 2, plus differentiation of 0.005 into p1 square. So the constant 0.005, so p1 square will become 2p1. Okay, so differentiation of p1 square is 2p1. So therefore here what we get is 2 plus 0.005 into 2 is 0.01 into p1. So this is the first you can say incremental fuel cost equation. Similarly, incremental fuel cost of the unit 2 is to be obtained. Okay, so incremental fuel cost of unit 2. So incremental fuel cost of unit 2 is say represented as lambda 2. So differentiating the equation cost equation of the second plant with respect to plant output P2. So we get, so constant 200 differentiation is 0. So here 2p2 differentiation is just 2. Differentiation of 0.01 into p2 square is going to be 0.01 into 2p2. Okay, so which can be written as 2 plus 0.02 p2. Okay, so these are the two incremental cost equations. So now we know that for the optimum load division or optimum operation of the plant, so optimum load division needs to be done, and optimum load division will be done when the incremental costs of the two plants are equal or two units are equal. So therefore here we can write and try to obtain that for optimum load division, the two incremental costs should be equal. The two equal, that is lambda 1 should be equal to lambda 2. It means that we have to get the condition, or you can say optimum load values of the plants by equating the incremental cost. Means if when the both the costs of incremental costs of the fuel are equal for both the plants, and then we'll get the what is the optimum load value. So here let us substitute that lambda 1 and lambda 2 expression. So lambda 1 is 2 plus 0.01 P1, 2 plus 0.01 P1 equal to 2 plus 0.02 P2. Okay, so here 2 will get cancelled, so we can write P1 equal to 0.02 divided by 0.01 P2, or simplifying this we get P1 equals to 2 times P2. Okay, so now here whatever P2 value will be there, so P1 value will be exactly double of that value. So that is the condition for economic operation. Means whatever load is applied on P2, exactly double will be the load applied on P1. This is what we understand. So what is the total load to be supplied by the two units, or to shared by the two units? So here it is given as 450 megawatt is the plant supplies a load of 450 megawatt. So therefore the total load to be shared between the two plants is 450 megawatt. Okay, so let us just write that since the total load is shared between the two units, therefore we can write this as P1 plus P2 will be equal to the total load, which is in this case 450 megawatt. Okay, so now to get individual values of the load, let us substitute for one of the here values. So P1 is already given in terms of P2, so let us just substitute that. So we'll get the P2 value first. So P1 is substituted as 2P2 plus P2 equals to 450. So therefore 3P2 is equal to 450. That indicates P2 is equal to 150 megawatt, or we can say that P2 is uh, supplying 150 megawatt of load out of 450 megawatt. So what is the remaining load out of that 450 megawatt? It is exactly 300 megawatt. So therefore P1 will be supplying the 300 megawatt load, or you can write we have, as we already have got the expression 2P2, so 2 into 150 is going to be 300, and when you add the two value 150 plus 300, it's again the total load supplied 450 megawatt. Okay, so now let us see what is the, and this is the load, economic load division between the two generators. So here we can write therefore out of 450 megawatt, unit 1 is supplying 300 megawatt, and unit 2 unit 1 unit 2 is supplying 300 unit 2 is 150 megawatt. Okay, so now let us calculate the next part, that is incremental fuel cost. Okay, so what is the incremental fuel cost here? So already we have got the expression for incremental fuel cost, so we have to just obtain for the particular load value incremental fuel cost of unit 1. So what is the share of unit 1 is 300 megawatt. Unit 1 at P1 equals to 300 megawatt loading. So here incremental fuel cost is lambda 1. Lambda 1 is the expression for lambda 1 is already obtained here, so we have to make use of that. So lambda 1 is nothing but 2 plus 0.01 P1. So 2 plus 0.01 P1. So here 2 plus 0.01 into 300. So it is going to be 2 plus 3, or that is equals to rupees, or it is going to be 5 rupees per megawatt hour. Okay, similarly we can obtain the incremental fuel cost at for unit 2, unit 1. You need to add P2 value is 150 megawatt load, so it has to be also the same value. So let us just find it. So the expression for incremental fuel cost is lambda 2 equal to 2 plus 0.02 into P2, substituting P2 value here 150, again it is 2 plus 3, so it is going to be 5 rupees per megawatt hour. Okay, so here finally we can write that hence the incremental fuel cost of the plant, hence the incremental fuel cost of the plant for economic operation is rupees 5 per megawatt hour. Okay, so that is it for this particular problem. So this is how you can solve for the given information here. Okay, so let's just try to obtain you can say same for some other set of equations here. So let me just take the same question here. Okay, so here equations are a little bit merged. So what I'll do, I'll just erase some portion, and once again I'll refresh this statement here. Okay, so let me just take this as example 2. The fuel cost of a 2-unit plant are given as C1 equals to 100 plus 2P1 plus 0.15 P1 square, and C2 equal to 200 plus 2P2 plus 0.2 P2 square. Okay, now let us try to find what is the incremental fuel cost as well as the economic load scheduling between the two plants, and let the total power supplied by the plant in this particular case be 600 megawatt. Okay, okay, so let us try to solve this example now. Solution. Again the given fuel cost equation we have to write. Given fuel cost is C1 equal to 100 plus 2P1 plus 0.15 P1 square, and C2 equal to 200 plus 2P2 plus 0.2 P2 square. Okay, so therefore we have to obtain the incremental fuel cost. So incremental fuel cost of plant 1 first of unit 1. Unit 1 is obtained as lambda 1 equal to dc1 by dp1. So differentiating the equation of c1 here, so we get 2 plus 0.15 as it is to p1, and lambda 2 for that, or we can just write it once again, incremental fuel cost of unit 2 is lambda 2 point 2 into 2p2 into 2p2. Okay, or you can just try to write this as 2 plus 0.3 p1, and this equals to 2 plus 0.4 p2. Now these are the incremental cost equations. So for economic, again we have to obtain that optimum load division. For optimum load division between the units, incremental cost should be same. Incremental cost should be equal. Therefore lambda 1 equal to lambda 2, substituting the corresponding expressions of lambda 1 and lambda 2. So it is 2 plus 0.3 p1 equal to 2 plus 0.4 p2. So 0.2 will get cancelled, so 2 will get cancelled, and p1 is equals to 0.4 divided by 3 p2, we can write it as a point, or we can write it as p1 equal to 4 by 3 p2. Okay, so whatever is the load of p2, so p1 value will be equal to 4 by 3 times of that of p2 value. So it will be greater than 1 value. So if you try to obtain that in terms of you can say decimal value, so we can write here p1 equal to 1.33 something, will get 1.33 p2. So this is what we get for this particular condition of, or this particular set of equations of fuel cost. Okay, so now the two units have to share the total demand. So since the two units have to share the total load, therefore p1 plus p2 will be equal to the total load. So this time the total load given is 600 megawatt. Okay, so therefore let us try to find what is the share of p2 in this particular total load. So substituting the expression of p1 in this equation here, so 1.33 p2 plus p2 equals to 600 megawatt. So therefore here total value of p2 will be equal to, or you can just write this as 4 by 3 plus 1 p2 equal to 600, therefore it will be 7 by 3 times p2, or p2 equal to 3 into 600 divided by 7. Okay, so 3 into 600 divided by 7. So let me just calculate and put the value. So 257 257.142 megawatt. Okay, so out of 600 megawatt, P2 is going to share 257.142 megawatt. Okay, so therefore remaining load will be shared by P1. So therefore P1 value will be equal to, so total load is 600 and already share by P2, so we'll subtract that share here to 57.142. okay, so 300 600 minus, so it is going to be 342.86 megawatt. So P1 is going to share 342.86 megawatt and P2 is going to share 257.142 megawatt. So here therefore we can try to write that out of total load of 600 megawatt, share of unit 1 is P1 equal to 342.86 megawatt and share of unit 2 is P2 equal to 257.1428 megawatt. Okay, and the incremental cost of unit 1 at P1 equal to 342.86 megawatt is, so let us calculate that. So the expression is, I think it is 0.3 into lambda 1 is 2 plus 0.3 P1, 2 plus 0.3 into P1 value is 342.86. so let us just calculate this. So here this value is going to be 104.86 rupees per megawatt hour. Okay, and if you calculate the value of lambda 2 also, you are going to get the same. Similarly for unit 2, at P2 equal to 257.142, lambda 2 equal to 2 plus 0.4 P2, so 0.4 into 257.142. so here again lambda 2 is going to be 104.86 rupees per megawatt hour. Okay, so therefore we can write that hence the incremental fuel cost of the plant for incremental fuel cost of the plant economic operation is rupees 104.86 per megawatt hour. Okay, so So in this particular video lecture, so we saw how the economic load division is done between the two units of a plant. So likewise, it will be followed for a number of plants. Okay, so in this video lecture, this much it. So I'll see you in the next video lecture. Till then, happy learning and thank you.